And welcome back to WAAGH Tactics. We're back with another community paint stream paint competition. This time, the Mad Max Speed WAAGH is making its appearance on the paint stream. David, what do you
I'm
think?
excited for this one.
All right, kids, if you're not familiar with the paint competitions, we put out a paint competition about every month with a model of choice. This time I just chose buggies in general because, not everybody has them. They're a bit newer on the overall scale of the Ork GW models. They take some time to paint, and there's a variety of them. So I thought it'd be more interesting. And boy, I was not disappointed. So speaking of the paint competition, we got to give a shout out to our sponsor, the Baron of Dice, as they are the ones who actually provide us with these dice for this paint competition. So, of course, check them out in the description because nobody likes taxes. So take that 5% discount. Can I get a whoa? All right, boys. Let's start taking a look at these because I'm pretty excited about a few different batches of these and overall the amount of entries. I believe we had 21 entries this time. 21. That was about equivalent to the Def Dread one. So, and Def Dread is a popular models in the Battle Force box. So, hey, I was down for it. And we're here for some Wasp Federation. What? That's dope. All right, everybody, with the emotes in the chat, I see you out there. And of course, if there's any questions you guys have or anything you want to talk about in general, feel free to. As it's a community stream, you guys can kind of just openly talk as much as you want. It's not all about necessarily just a topic. So starting off, we have a muddy get. Now, this is something that I don't normally do that I appreciate this get for. They really make their base get you that immersion factor because you can see that it's an actual road. I don't know how many of you guys actually do that. I usually just slap stuff on there. I don't know about you.
Yeah, this one's got a real Mad Max vibe to me, just because, like you mentioned, the road, and I know a lot of the interactions in the movies tend to happen like that.
I was just gonna say I'm glad that he's within the lines. I mean, what a well-behaved orc, right? Like he's within the lines of the road. So this guy's already behaving very well. So shout out to my boy Alistair, and of course, like Kevin said, gotta go fast. And of course, this one is a red one, so it does in fact go faster because not all of these speed free gets are necessarily red, right?
Yeah.
So hold on before we get into this, chat, can we get a poll or something? I don't know, but either way, chat, what buggy do you guys favor the most? Let me know in chat which one's yours. Once we're closer to the end of this, I'll reveal which one's my favorite personal buggy, but there's a bunch of them. So everybody right now, get in there. Let me know what's your favorite buggy. And also this one, I like how they did the tracks. Rob Bloxer called that out well. So get in there. Tell me which buggy is your favorite as we continue to go. Next, we get into another gets buggy. I like that, even though he probably wasn't 100% done. The only reason I really say that is because he doesn't have his base. Right, a lot of the time people will not put their models on bases because they're trying to hit little angles in there that's harder to get. But I like the red, I like the white, and this is giving me that. Gosh, what was that movie that just came out with the Jet with Tom Cruise?
I don't know.
No, gosh, what was the movie, guys? Chat, what was that one with the where he's flying jets? How do we not know
Top
this?
Gun.
Yeah, this gives me like a real Top Gun vibe with the paint, with it being white, red, and then my get looking with the nice old-fashioned leather jacket where he actually did that well, where it looks like it's, a little bit worn, right? It looks like it was a nice little bit worn. So even though it's a work in progress, that's why I'm glad he put it. All right, we're getting our votes in for people already putting in what buggies their favorite. Damn, all right. I'm actually interested in this because there's always a lot of contention as for which ones are the best. Right. So David is a, orc enjoyer, orc lover, because it was my first faction, but David actually plays Marines. David, do you know all the buggies?
Are you testing me right now?
Not really, because honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if most orc players don't, because there's such a skew model line, dude. So even if you know some of them, I'll be proud of you, because they're so stupid of names. Here you go. You don't got to say off the top of your head. For example, which one is this?
Differentiate them is a different.
Yeah, dude, it's so hard, dude. If you're not, because I haven't used them since 9th
the
edition, guys.
Scrapjet?
Damn, okay, you got it, dude. Yeah, I haven't used them since 9th. So, Dave, as we go, guys, we're gonna be, getting David to see if he can guess which of these buggies each one is. That's a part of the humor here. All right, next we're moving on to this. I know this get. This is my boy Dagger. So shout out to Dagger getting his competition in this time, because sometimes he'd be slacking. Let them TB select him.
That classic yellow.
That classic yellow. Dagger likes to go with this very yellow yet dirty with a little bit of black always in there. I don't know how he really pulls this off. It's really just always kind of.
He always finds a way to mix in that. The other trademark of his is that blue that he tends to like sprinkle here.
Like an energy blue.
Yeah, the energy blue.
Yeah. He does always put that in. You're right. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. Base and his basing, like we talked about earlier, his basing is one of those next level basing too, where he has them like they're flying through the terrain. This guy's definitely shocking out of nowhere. I don't know where this squig came out. If he fell outside the vehicle, the Grot's trying to run away. He fell out of the ammo box. I don't know what it is. There's a lot going on in this one picture, and I'm here for it. I really appreciate that. I like when your model can actually kind of tell you a story, right? That's like the next level. It's like first there's you're painting, you're getting on your colors where you want them. You learn how to shade, you learn how to highlight, then you edge, you get stuff like that. Then you get your basing down. You're like, heck yeah, I got this model. It feels good. Now my model, all my army looks, centered, like homogeneous. Here we go. This is awesome. The next level is when each model that you actually like within that army still has a scheme, yet they're all telling their own story. And that's a lot of the time how Dagger's armies and models look. So shout out to Dagger for that one.
Yeah, it's like a true art piece.
Yeah, exactly.
And room for interpretation from everyone.
For sure, dude. So even when he dies on the field, your enemy feels kind of bad too, right? Your enemy feels kind of bad. Oh shoot! Oh, jump too far forward. Oh gosh, okay. Wait. I guess I'll move on here. But shout out to I spoiled this. Sorry guys, my fat finger. All right, but shout out to my boy Daggers, and I like the blue squig. Like you said, his blue is his trademark, and he even got a blue squig on there. So you called him out on that. Next, we got another get. He decided he couldn't choose, but he did pick two different buggies. Now, David, which buggy is on the left?
I'm gonna say that's the Shock Jump Strikes.
Yes.
Oh, let's go.
Okay. All right.
I got this.
All right. And what is this?
Moment on the squig buggy.
All right. What is this one on the right?
Don't
worry. You can make one fail at least or two. I'm not going to nail you right away if you get guesses wrong.
I know it's the indirect one, right? Or no, maybe this is the one I don't. I can't remember.
Are you going to take a pass for now?
I'm going to take a pass.
Do pass for now because most of these buggies reappear. All right. Now this is all right. What buggy is this one? What buggy is this one? Oh shoot. Let me go back to my get over here that I had two models in. Thank you. Shout out for you putting two models. But remember, guys, I can only put so many pictures in here. So if you're gonna pick two models and then give pictures for each model, what you want me to pick? You didn't even pick. So I just decided to put each one. So go ahead. You can do that. Of course, remember, guys, these paints are always in the Discord. So even if you just want people to see, that's why it's pretty cool too, right? So shout out to David here for this entry. Then we moved on to this flashy get, dude. This looks like a Flash Get decided to change to a Speed Freak, and he couldn't choose between a battle wagon, a truck, or a buggy. So he just used all his bits and all his teeth and all his guns to just buy this high-tech battle wagon buggy. What do you think about this? What are you feeling here?
No, this is a great kit bash.
And it is, right?
Yeah. It resembles like a real car model. And then just all this scrap metal just layered on top of it.
I love it because this is his custom booster blaster. That's what he called it. Okay. I love it. I want to see where is the flamer on it. Usually custom booster blaster has a little flamer on it. But other than that, I love it. And it is super unique, dude. Like, come on, guys. Take a look at this. If you're hearing this, just look at this very unique model. I'm telling you, when I said it looks kind of like a wagon, a little bit like a truck, and then a buggy on one, I don't feel like I'm that far off. I don't feel like that. It has the roll cage or whatever is that. Right. That is. He has the Ork symbol on the side, and it looks like one of those old VW wagons. Yeah, it's definitely custom. I don't know if it's a toy. I don't know if he printed it. I don't know what's going on here.
The logo is custom.
This is Bugga the Ugly. That's his name. That was his Discord name. Bugga the Ugly. That's all he let me know. He didn't even say anything to it. No story, no nothing. He was just like custom booster block. Here we go, take it. So we took it, buddy. Here you go. So I appreciate that. Hey, remember, guys, in the chat, which buggy is your favorite? So far, I don't have enough votes to feel satisfied and satiated in my appetite for the wall. Now, what I kind of like was this a ladder on the back for the Ork to get in? The fact that he made it practical. I don't even know if the Orks use ladders. I feel like they run up the front, right? Almost do. I feel like they just run up to the front and just hope they don't get run over. Dude, that's sick. And a couple people were like, that one gets my vote. The one who wins the paint competition, guys, is at the very end. Just so you guys know.
Is there a ladder on the trucks? Or is it the trucks or the battle wagons? It's the trucks.
The trucks, yeah. The trucks have they have the ramps. The ramps. They look like ladders, but really the ramps that they drop so you can run off it. Okay. They look kind of like ladders. And then So that's what that is. But yeah, I really like this one a lot. Very, very unique. I'm not even sure how you put this stuff together. I have a feeling he took bits and some kind of maybe toy. I don't know. What do you guys think in chat? That's what I'm not sure.
I think it's a lot of
Super
green
sick.
stuff.
Not even sure how you get that paint color either. Like he has like rustiness right here on the side, right on the parts that aren't red. They're a bit rusty, and so the top of it's kind of rusty. Super, super sick. And the fact that he still has all the piping and the little like the wiring and everything, kind of like little bulbs of electricity in some places. That way, it still looks high tech enough that it's a buggy and it's not like a truck. That's the thing, because trucks can be anything that has four wheels and moves because it's transporting. Buggy's got to have some guns, a little bit of tech here and there. They got to have a data sheet ability. No, I'm just kidding. You got to have data sheet ability. Yeah, you guys are painting this. What's up? Definitely get painted up in there. No, let's go. And this time, guys, on the paint competition, we're not going to make it super ridiculously long like we did the other ones. So we're going to make it as good next community stream, and then you guys can get on your way. Now we moved on to the next get. But
I like the color choices here.
I'm surprised you see something. I don't see anything
like
because
every missile is a different color.
I mean, I don't even see a buggy on screen, dude. What's that?
You don't see the guns floating there?
I don't even. I see the
rockets in there.
I see the rockets floating,
Yeah,
but I'm not.
saying.
Okay. All right.
Well,
can you describe Can you describe what you're seeing since you're an orc? You're not necessarily full orc yet, so.
Do you see guns and missiles?
What kind of buggies do you see? Can you name the buggy?
Oh, this one. This one.
Damn, guys, I got him again. You see this?
Oh man, didn't we already do this one?
Maybe.
So. Mega scrap chat, right?
Yeah. Even in the background, it has a box and everything. Guys.
No, what's tripping up is you asked me about this one like 5 seconds ago.
I know I did.
Wait a minute. Is it that easy?
We're just making sure. All right. Yeah, because they all look the same. You're like, I'm still not sure. There's still a margin of error because they look so crazy.
What's the names that you're trying to piece together?
The names are so funny. This guy with his spiral gun, his really purple plants. I like how he put wall and then he has a marker like of how many times he's marked people on the side of his guns, on the side of his guns. He's marking off his taking off targets. The blue's a bit different to me, right? I mean, that's where it's just like I'm not sure if I love it or I don't like it. It's really weird. I'm glad that you put multiple of these models because it really gives me an idea of how it would look as a whole big picture. So with that being said, multiple of these models all looking like this, I really, really like the scheme. If it was individual only, right, then on the teal, I'm not sure if I'm taking the teal.
I think it works.
I like it for the weapons or on the get. That's what I'm saying because it's on the get and it's on the weapon. It's on his coat and it's on the weapon. Sometimes I personally like to distinguish them because it makes it seem like they're using different material, even though I've painted that way before. Out of having the colors and everything.
It's a little lighter on the actual vehicle.
It is.
Because he just used it as like an edge highlighter. For the orc.
Yeah, he did an edge highlight, or he dry brushed it after on the barrels of the weapon. But of course, we always got to give a little bit of criticism somewhere in there because honestly, he did really well. I would say also the track doesn't look that dirty. Looking kind of clean track right there, Get. So maybe there's some really hard ground. I give you the benefit. It does look like it's a stone base, which also looks really beautiful as well with those nice brushes and how you colored that. So this guy did very good. And I was joking at first because orcs can't see purple is the sneaky color. So the fact that he has a nice, bright, vibrant purple scheme makes me personally like his army because I actually have a lot of purple in my army too, my personal color scheme, if you guys ever seen mine. So shout out to this guy. Hold on, let me give him a shout out by name because this guy put like 10 pictures on the screen. Because this guy put 10. Shut up. This guy put. Shut up. The guys, don't listen to him. There's 12 pictures at least that he put up on here. He did a lot of edge highlighting on the melee, on the wings of this. So honestly, these pictures don't do it justice just because he did do enough detailing on it at close range. So this looks excellent. And yeah, I'm gonna say his name. What's up? This is Zhang Yu. Hopefully.
That wasn't that bad.
That wasn't that bad, right? All right. Guys, I tried, all right? I've been reading the comments. Y'all been dissing me for higher name stuff, all right? Which makes me laugh a lot, so keep doing it. But I'm trying to I'm trying to improve. The comments have been leaving shit comments. Have you been seeing the comments of people making fun of how I say names and stuff? So it's been making me laugh, but also makes me want to work on my critical reading skills. All right, so here we have another buggy. This one is a kit bash. This is from a what, gene stealer transport, pretty much.
It looks about the size, yeah.
Yeah, there's a gene stealer transport. He said, don't know exactly what to call it, but it's my favorite. So he didn't know which buggy it is, and it is ambiguous because you could hypothetically say this is the indirect buggy.
Yeah.
You could say
It
this is
looks
a
like a
DACA buggy.
rocket truck.
You could say, oh, you even know the name. I was trying not to give away the names because I don't want you to get it.
I know.
Yeah, it does look like a rocket truck. It also, you know, it looks like a Boondoggle Snazwagon. It looks like
that's the
a
one I couldn't
custom Booster
remember.
Blaster. I just gave it to you because you did so good so far. So this one looks sick. He put the old-fashioned flamers. He kept it nice and red to make sure it goes faster with the nice red checker pattern. This is an excellent, beautifully balanced one. I can see why it is your favorite one, sir, because you are the surprise. Who's this entry paint competition. There's grots everywhere. I like when grots are really, really involved and stand out on Ork vehicles or Ork buggies. I just like to see them because it lets you think of, the logistics, because everybody knows orcs are the mindless brutes going forward and always thinking about aggression. Who's putting the ammo, who's loading the munitions, who's doing all the little stupid stuff on the side. That's the grots. So it's kind of fun whenever you see them because one, you know that they're probably going to become a casualty very soon. And two, because, they're kind of fundamental into running the wall. He even gave us a top side view, which I thought was pretty cool, where you can see more of how he took it on. So this was a gene stealer transport conversion, but I'm here for it. I really appreciate that. Shout out to you, Surprise. What's his name? Surprise.
Surprise,
Yeah. Huh? What do you call that? An oxymoron or something like that? Or I don't know exactly when it's a joke because it's surprise.
Oh,
surprise, but not really. It's surprise.
A pun.
It's fun. There we go. Sorry. There we go. So yes, it's fun. Then we have another paint competition entry from from Mad Doc Cedric. We've been around for a hot minute, you get. So I'm glad you got something in there in the paint competition. Really good job on the basing there. I like how you didn't put it necessarily on the rock, but you are showing that he's going over the terrain, taking advantage of having those Megatrack scraps. Scraps. I know you actually know what this one is. The yellow. I wanted to see if you're going to expand on that or if you're going to keep it there. Otherwise, I think it's pretty sick. Normally, people don't see it. I like how he made it look like kind of like a flame follow through. It went to the body, to the torso, to the block part. So it looks like as he's moving forward, he's kind of burning up and speeding up. Really thematic, pretty sick. And he gave him the nice old-fashioned bombardier brown leather jacket. So really like that too. A lot of people are running these Megatrack scrapjets. I feel like so far that's I haven't said who's winning so far in the comments on which buggy is everybody's favorite, but I'm starting to have a feeling that at least from paint entries, it's leaning Megatrack scrapjet just a wee bit.
I think that just that World War II fighter plane look everyone can really appreciate.
The front melee, being able to ram people and drill through them, and the tracks. It just has so much going on for it. It wants to be a plane. It wants to be a melee vehicle. It wants to shoot rockets. It's kind of hilarious. Can we get a whoa for Joe? Then we got another get. This is entry. I know who this was. This is one of our competitive players. And he was like, man, I'm going to enter this even though I'm not going to win. I'm like, yeah, you better do that because it's about getting involved. It's not about winning. I know you're out here winning on the events, but, I really like that you get involved in the paint too because that's part of the hobby. That's where we all kind of meet at the normal man level. We all pick up a brush at the end of the day, no matter how awesome you are at 40K. You pick up a brush, you paint your model, you base it, you have to build that box of meta units, and that's where we all relate, So shout out to him for busting out and actually getting involved in the paint competition, setting foot where he is not comfortable, right? Because people always talk about that for the players and tournament players, but what about the painters? Put their stuff on display after they painted something, even though they're not, nervous about it. So shout out to him for getting involved, even though normally he's a competitive player. Because I know, man, there's some hitters on here. I even say, I don't even want to put some of my paint stuff out sometimes. These dudes be putting some crazy paint models out there and kit bashes, dude. Some hitters all over the place. So shout out to the gets that get involved anyways, no matter how they're feeling. Because right here we got another hitter, dude. Now, which one is this, David? Come on now.
The rocket truck.
Right? There you go. Yeah. Okay. You pretty on point, dude. You remember 9th edition. So we have a beautiful rocket truck squig buggy. This gave me nice 3 angles of pictures. I was able to fit them all on screen. Kudos to me. Haha. But I thought you did great. Really good Jurassic Park. This buggy right here always gives me the straight up Jurassic Park vibe.
Yeah,
I have one that also does have the Jurassic Park vibe, but it really does look like that too. Using the squigs as munitions never gets old to me. The fact that you are shooting actual squigs. There was a time, guys, back when the buggy first came out, and different, like your bubble chuckos work right now, where different profiles shoot different munitions. The squig rocket truck squig buggy used to do the same thing, where different squigs did different stuff too. That two on the back right here, guys, this little flat thing, that's the squig mine. Some of you guys, if you put it together, whatever, you forget it. If you're a really cheeky git, you magnetize that and then you throw it on the field as a token, like, haha, here's my mortal wounds. But nobody does that. But that's supposed to be a squig too. Most people don't realize that. You think it's just some stupid little pancake monster on the side.
Yeah.
But no, that's supposed to be a squig mine. So that's like an explosive as well. That's some ordnance too. That's so underrated. People don't realize, like, squigs are essentially tyrannids in what they try to do. Like, they don't have the psychic potential like that, but squigs have bioevolutionary traits where they can change and evolve to what the orcs need, where they can become acidic and explosive and bigger teeth and get smaller and get bigger and all this different stuff. And people forget that, like, we kind of do have tyrannids as pets. They're just squigs. That's why they're so slept on right now as models.
Right.
Like, this model line, squig model line, guys, can take us to so many categories where we're kind of AOSing it, where we have big squigs everywhere, where we have herds of like more cavalry type squig units and monsters and weird cool stuff. So this model is the only one that really emphasizes. There's a dude holding a squig, stuffing it in a gun. There's a squig pancake monster right there on the side, the squig mine. There's a squig inside that barrel, and then there's squig hanging off the side, and they're in the little bucket in the back. So it's pretty hilarious. I love that model so much. And then this looks like it's a conversion of that. Oh, sorry. And shout out to this guy. Let me say, what was this? This was a Slapshot, my boy Slapshot. Hell yeah. Slapshot's been around for a hot minute too. So shout out to Slapshot for that entry. Then we have another really excellent paint entry right here, dude. What do you think? I've been ranting.
Definitely like the green he chose here.
And I want to say too, this guy had a bunch of pictures as well. This is Hando Demando. He had that really good Death Shred last month, actually. I can see that he has that army green kind of scheme that he'd be doing. What are you saying though?
What did he throw? A beast snagger and then on there?
Yeah, he pretty much took a beast snagger like back, because that first stuff is the back, and then he took a commando head. And he took the beast snagger gun. So he took a beast snagger gun, the thumper gun guy, and he put him on the back of this buggy. Took some rockets. There's a bunch of guys on the Discord. You can see all the angles of this picture. Like, Alex have to just pick some because he gives, because there's a bunch of them you could give. So he does a really good job. His Death Shred did really good last month too. Another rocket truck squig buggy though. He just made it look different. Mm-hmm. And instead of him shooting the squig ordnance, he just straight up shooting rockets into the air. Shout out to that. He said, I based my squig mine. You based it? What the heck? He based it. I believe that, Jane, because I've seen you in person, dude. I see what you do with the army. I believe you. Oh, shoot. Oh, what's up, Jay Hugh? Whoa, hobby stream. Beaky Dave and the boss. Hey, yeah, there we go. Jay Hugh knows what's up, dude. He knows. He's been around for a hot minute. He knows who you are. Yeah. And that's what's up with this one. So, Hando to Mando, you always do a great job with this, dude. Really sick. I love the vibrant of the green. The fact that you can stack a nice, cool, dark army green and then also have a nice, vibrant orc green skin color on it, and it doesn't look too weird. It doesn't look mashed together. Shows just how good of a job you're doing. The fact that your squig is blue, though, at the bottom, just hanging out. Like, poor buddy, what is he doing? He's just mad that he's left over ordnance. And he didn't get shot. That's why he looks sad like that.
He's like, I have no purpose.
Yeah, I have no purpose now. Yeah, he got rid of his gun, dude. What'd you do that for? And then the vehicle, I like the wheels overall in the terrain. You did a great job. The fact that he's moving up over terrain, kept it all dirty, but it's not overdone where it's bothering me. It's just in the right spots. It looks like you upgraded the buggy wheels to be bigger, but maybe that's just how they look. But that's how good of a job you did. You made them look bigger based off how you colored them, placed them. But they kind of look like truck wheels to me too. Yeah. Great job.
Orc skull too. Yeah,
oh wait, what?
Right underneath the gun, the turret.
Oh yeah. That's a good ad. He did add that skull right there. All right, what's up? And then another paint competition. Andre David, which one? This one. Which buggy is this?
I'm gonna guess because I don't even know what it looks like, to be honest.
Dude,
Boondocka?
Boondocking Snazwagon? Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I'll just go with that.
Wrong. No, that's okay, dude. It's okay.
Dragster?
No, it's the
Or
custom
the-
booster blaster.
Oh, the custom
Yeah,
booster.
just see
Oh,
you, dude. Okay. That's okay, dude. You've been doing. We're 25 minutes in, and you finally got one wrong. All right, that's not bad at all. Okay, I'll give you credit for that. This is the custom booster blaster, one of my slept-on buggies, in my opinion. I feel like a lot of the time people don't even think about this one. It does lack a little bit of intimidation factor because it looks kind of skinny. You know, it's kind of scrawny. Everything Ork's kind of put together. We like big, hefty kind of vehicles, stuff that's wide back, you know what I'm saying, sitting within a big frame. So the fact that this is sitting kind of more slender, doesn't get as much love sometimes. Yeah, this is how I like to see it. When it's dark, you take advantage of the really sticky, like the sticky knot points, the sharp edges of this model, because the rest of him is just engine. So you get the engine to stick out, get the horns to stick out, and then really, really put detail into the gun on top, the rivet cannon. And that's where it shines in the model. And he did a great job here with that. He has the grout on the back looking all fancy and aggressive. And then he has his custom rivet cannon gun stuff on the top looking great. The vibrant green really stands out because the rest of it's so dark. And then he stuck to like a nice red and black pattern. And the engine color looks a little rustic, stands out, but it's not too subtle and boring. The fact that the ends of the mufflers are distinguishable from like the interior of the muffler that's going into the actual engine shows that he cared about, okay, this is where it's burning hotter and blah, blah, blah. So that's pretty sick. Not to mention the front where the horns are sticking out. So overall, great custom booster blaster for my boy Gas Burglar. There's another person that had like 10 pictures in his, so you could even check them out. A lot of these guys where they put a bunch of different pictures and I just have to choose which ones are kind of like the ones that I can show the best of what I can with the model. So if you ever have interest in these, just go ahead and check them out. They look sick. They look sick.
And anyone can see these, right?
Yeah, in the Discord. Yeah, they're in the
so
paint
hop
competition
in the Discord
channel.
if you want to see other pictures.
Yeah,
They're
so
definitely worth it.
a lot of these guys have a lot of pictures and when they put these stuff in. And then here's another David. What vehicle is this?
The dragster?
Yeah, you got it on point. This is the shock jump
There's
dragster.
so many of them that even though I've seen it, I second guess.
And because you never know if the Ork player just changed it on accident to being something crispy and different. And this is I'm chocolate milk. That's with the game. He said, paint competition gave me an excuse to paint it up. Great freaking job, dude. I'm glad. That's exactly what I wanted. Excuse to paint it up. Right? Some people are like, I'm trying to win. Some people are like, I'm trying to get involved. Just like when you go to events. That's the point of the paint competition. It's still a competition. You got your foot in the door. You said, I got to get this model done. We put a time on it with you, and then boom, you appeared and you participated. So thank you very much. I like the fact that you did different with the white pattern instead of the old fashioned checker pattern, which is still pretty sick. Orky, still checker, right? And a bit dark, bit grim dark is the shock jump dragster. A little bit of you bringing it to life, I'm sure, when you go, if you feel like coming back to it and highlighting it. But overall, the scheme of it's red, so it goes faster. It's ready to be a shock jump dragster, and he has a checker pattern on it. Overall, great job from my boy Chocolate Milk. Yeah. And this is a nice, cheeky, customized buggy. David, what do you think of this one?
Oh, I love this one with the basing and all the extra squigs and grots running alongside.
So the story behind this one is a converted Gorka Morka truck to 40K now fits way better as a buggy. The Ork driver is a skill more like a Gretchen. That's true, guys, because back in the day, the Orks were way smaller. So the Orks in this is kind of like the first. We'll say this is prototype buggy. We'll say it's a prototype buggy because this is the Gorka Morka truck.
It's a Gen 1.
Yeah, Gen 1 buggy truck. So the Orks were smaller in that one. And the fact that he changed it into buggies is pretty cool. He said this is part of his freebooters kind of type of army. That's why his dude has like that pointy hat probably in a weird way. And I like all the cool squigs that are aesthetically all over the field too in the base.
Yeah, you were mentioning how some people paint their models to tell stories. This one's definitely one of those. There's a lot going on. Makes you wonder like where they're at, who they're fighting, who they salvage these parts from.
Yeah, his army is his picture, like you said, of his army is that they don't really adhere to a clan. They don't adhere to colors or anything like that. They really just go for the scrap, more like a freebooter army, and that's how it identifies. Looks like my boys are just Mad Maxing in the junkyard, you know, in a junkyard planet, but a little bit more, you know, how would you say prehistoric? Because you're bringing all the squigs everywhere, right? So even more junky because you lack so much tech that you still have to kind of indulge the squigs and all that kind of more non technologically savvy part of the orc genome. So shout out to my boy David. What's his name? Askoroth. We'll move on to another gear. And this is another Mega Trek Scrapjet. Dude, everybody, what I was going to say here is everybody's making it red. A lot of people are going red, dude. I like everybody's just straight up involved. Am I the only one that my buggies aren't red like that?
They're trying to win, dude.
Yeah, dude, they're trying to win, dude. They're definitely trying to go faster. They're definitely trying to go faster. I feel intimidated by this.
So is this a brown?
Is it? I don't. Is it? No.
No.
Is it?
I can't tell.
Is it? I don't think so. Is it? Maybe I think it's a rustic. I think it's just that rustic.
Oh, okay.
That you can get that color from GW. I've had that one.
It looks brown.
Yeah, it's with the base thing. It looks a little brown, I guess, at first glance, but that's probably a picture thing. Still red, kept a metallic look, and this is probably what, 7th, maybe Mega Truck Scrapjet. So I guess at this point, it's fair to say that most people really, really like the Mega Truck Scrapjet. What's your favorite buggy then?
It's the Mega Truck Scrapjet.
And so is mine, dude.
Basic.
So is mine. So are we all basic, dude? We all have the same basic boy answer? Huh? Yeah. Dang. I listen to people in chat. Some people are saying shock jump Drex. I'll say that too in chat. No one said custom booster blast, so I'll tell you that much.
Oh, my second's the squig buggy. Just because all the squigs.
All the squigs? Okay. And this kit definitely brought the Mega Truck Scrapjet. Again, sticking to the good parts of the model, making it stand out, looking kind of killy and intimidating. Shout out to this kid. This is oh shoot, I just rolled past your name, dude. David, I had you on here. Give me a second. I love that we haven't seen and I haven't seen K White 919. We haven't seen you in a hot minute. I don't think I've seen you before. So shout out. I like when people that are brand new just get involved, dude. They don't talk, they don't say much, but they jump in and they hook us up. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the Mega Track Scrapjet. Now we move on to a very custom kit bashed model with no background, no notes. This is just a straight up shock jump dragster looking crazy. So what do you think, David? How do you feel about this one?
I like it. I like the classic boxy sports car look. Obviously, that's the base model that he used. Some third-party toy. Then the saws in front, pretty nice touch.
I like that he stuck to the things you need on your orc model. The fact, 1, the saws, like you said. 2, a shock jump dragster does in fact have a rocket on it, so it does need a rocket. The rocket rack does kind of make sense. It's overboard because they don't shoot that many rockets, but it's definitely like doing what it's supposed to look like. And then his gun, the now only has -2 AP, but dang, it does look like it should have more, right? So that looks pretty sick. I like that we spoke about earlier how the custom booster blast looks a little scrawny. This is the opposite. Even the shock jump dragster you could perceive as being a little scrawny because it's pretty low to the ground and thin. Not that bad because it's wide, but the fact that he upgraded it just made it more thick. Made it so it really makes it feel good.
This one has a big Mad Max vibe.
Real Mad Max vibe. The roll cage on there and everything, and the little bumper on the side you can step in and get in.
I like that he used the Terminator cyclic missile launcher.
Yes, exactly. He used the Terminator rack on top. Yeah. That's sick.
That's creative.
And that's what we like to see when you're Ork Buggies, in my opinion. Because at the end of the day, guys, most of the time they're just scrap. A lot of times they're just scrap trying to go fast. It's like blowing up while striving, growing faster. Not to mention, I like the paint scheme, yellow. Yellow. If you can make yellow work where he looks like he has battle damage, where the paint's coming off along the sharp edges of the model, I really like to see that. So great job on that too, dude, because that's harder to pull off than people realize. That like doing too much before it looks stupid and doing too little to where people just think you made a mistake. There's that too. So that's pretty sick how you did that. And last, what I want to point out, but not least, is that checker pattern in the front on his melee. You snuck that in there. I very much appreciate that. So thank you very much, buddy. Can I get a whoa? Let's see what we got. We're getting near the end, guys, to show off the winner, which is something I thought was pretty sick. But here we have a very unique looking shock jump dragster, and I love the metallic look. Again, red. I should have gone back and counted exactly how many of these models had red in them.
Right.
Really,
I think almost all of them.
almost all of
At
them,
least
and
a
I'm here
bit of
for
red.
it. I'm here for it. I love that. He stuck to the blue, but only on the parts that you need, on the back jumping part and on the shock attack gun. The rest of it, just very metallic with a bit of red. What do you think? Is this too much metallic for you? I mean, it is. You got to make this work where it's engine and the roll cage and the rockets.
Yeah, I think he did enough to differentiate. I could still see each part. Like the spoiler looks slightly different because it has the bronze gold on it, and yeah, I think it looks good.
I thought it was sick. The checker pattern right there, slap dab in the middle above his melee weapon. I would have liked if his melee roller kind of stuck out just a wee bit more because I'm melee savvy, but hey, it is what it is. Really freaking good job on that skin, dude. I love how the skin looks. I know it's hard to stand that on pictures, but this looks very detailed for their muscle definition. You know, the outside of them looks kind of bright. All of their kit on their body stands out. I know for this one, you have to paint this really slow and probably piece by piece to be able to get that orc body because his chin's right in the way on that actual driver, and he's stuck in that little cage right there, and so is that grot alongside the targeting squig. So you definitely had to like take your time doing this to do all the details, including under the engine or right above the engine, and each one of these orbs for his jumping material. So this looked like it had a lot of hours put into it, a lot of time put into it. You can see there's a little paint damage on the front where the fender or whatever, you know, where it looks like he's been crashing and rolling people up when he kills them. So I love that too. So overall, this model is just freaking excellent. This was really, really good, dude. This is one of a really good looking shock jump jacks, though. You should be proud of this model. The fact that you had the boys all have the rod armor on helps stand like offset that metal part in the center of the model that would have made it look like too much. It did really good. Yeah, like Jay Hughes said, all of these are great, dude. So many of these are excellent. It's interesting. Month by month, I feel like the bar has just been raising. Like we started off with War Boss, and a lot of those were really good, and we had some extremely good ones. And then the Death Dread, again, I was like, man, a lot of these guys could win. I'm not even sure in the top like 5 who would win. And then again in the Buggies one, there's again like at least 5 or 6 dudes that are all at each other's necks to try to win this one. You know, this custom booster blast is one of them pretty much. Then we got my Get Right Her with the red orc from Murder Mouth. And I like how you just put wall around it, dude. You were just too excited, dude. You're just like, just so you know, everybody around this is yelling wall. The dudes coming from this is wall. I just think this like you have like a wall radio going on or something where everybody's yelling.
There's
That's why you
so
wrote
much
it.
wall energy, the blood coming off the tires just spell out wall.
And you kicked it back to the red old school orc skin. I don't know if you know the lore on that, but you should look it up because there's a little bit of lore to it. It's a little bit fun. And I do like it's funny because you know how you put green on these little skulls with the metal back look? I kind of do that, but I do that for all my Grot units. So we're thinking alike here. I like on my mech guns, my killicans, I tend to do metallic and then green. And then I have my orc army as their scheme. So it's cool that this is kind of your scheme too, but you have a green skin, so it helps kind of offset that it being too much green. I would say definitely the base, maybe the base ring, it doesn't have to be all one color. It looks like one big green plane. That would probably be the only thing. Other than that, looks really cool, dude. Looks pretty sick. What do you think, David?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Just that green making those logos pop out is a nice touch.
Yeah.
And yeah, Red Orcs, it's unique.
And he put the front is for the melee from him killing stuff. You can see he ran it over in the tires.
Definitely a lot of blood here.
Yeah. He was like, whatever, we're murdering. So this is one of those that's plan in action kind of buggy where this is going off. And so, yeah, that's awesome. Again, my boy's been slowly adding all to his orc army and adding in the paint competitions, participating, getting his models done so he can start filling it up. So he's working on that pile of shame. My Git's not getting left behind in this great wall. Right? That's what I like to see. And now we move to another one. Now, I will say, and David did point this out to me, we did say don't put too many models in your picture so we can't, see which one is the one you're actually putting in your competition. I feel like this Git was just trying to show off that he did put work into each one of them, and it was kind of fair to see them. And it felt like the whole theme of the whole paint competition was kind of a speed wall. So I did a little bit go against the rules, so my bad. Just they're really good, clear pictures. So I guess if you're going to do it, you have to at minimum do it like this. That being said, I love to see that you can look at this picture on Discord for his whole army. You can see the whole theme of it all being red. What do you think, David?
I like it. It's clean. This group of buggies look like they'd run up on you and want to race for pink slips.
What the and he really did a good job on like these details where he did the Nolan oil, guys. He got in there. He made sure all those rivets really stand out on this model. He had some yellow on those rockets. When I see yellow, I like to see it like that. Where if you're gonna have the model red, then you put yellow on the rockets. You know, he kept the bombers. Wait, what
I was gonna say he's very disciplined with that Nolan oil too.
Yes, he was.
He didn't overdo it at all.
He didn't overdo it.
Just the perfect amount.
He has a very good in-depth look on all of these models where it's like you can see the details, the distinction from their hands to their muscle definition to their clothing to even the rivets of the models buggies itself. So this guy did a really, really good job. Even that's, you know, I guess slightly why I made the exception, but he put a good collage of pictures out on the Discord too, so check that one out. As maybe it doesn't do justice sometimes when you show this many models on screen. That being said, I love the contrast of his color selection for the green skin. It's not that really bright yellow green, and it's not like too much of a cartoonish green, but it's right up there with that kind of bright yet dark green that I really like. Where it's right because vibrant, right? But it's green, like hard, like a tree outside, you know? Right. And that's what I like to see. A little less than a tree, but you get what I'm saying. Maybe more like grass. Do you like this color? What do you like about these models?
Oh, I like that shade of red with the green, just contrasts well.
And picking yellow, guys, alongside your red, I think is very complimentary and keeping everything all simple. That's what you can see he did really well in this army. His color selection was great, and his placement of like shading and highlighting was excellent too. So shout out to my get Albert, because he left no comments. He just dropped a collage of sick pictures and then walked away. With that being said, we are now going to present the paint competition winner. What did you say? Hey, what'd you say that skin color? He said, read it, David. Read
like cooked broccoli colored skin.
Yeah, like cooked broccoli colored skin, boy.
That's not a bad thing.
That's not. I mean,
broccoli's good for you.
My appetite went up, dude. That was a good way to put it. Well, I feel like this was a good picture. All right. So now we will display the paint competition winner.
Excited for this one.
I can't do the drums. And drums, please. The winner. Oh, wait, sorry. The next one. I lied. Oh, dude, I totally just messed up everybody's stream. Sorry, this is not the winner. But I don't feel bad because this guy won last the War Boss competition. This is Fabs.
Oh, okay.
So I don't feel bad, Fabs, because you know what? You already won one. So you can't win again, and they still look good. So there you go. But I did fake you guys out, so my bad. This was an entry from Fabs. So he said, here's my first ever buggy. Didn't get around to doing the bases, but I thought I'd chuck it in anyways. It was fun. So I like that he ended up, another person who participated in competition, still started to get in, try to finish the model in his buggies. Again, we see a lot of blood where a lot of Ork players see it that their Mad Max buggies are getting stuck in. That's why when I say, guys, their rules should kind of complement combat, I kind of mean it, dude. I'd like to see on the wall they get +1 strength or like +1 to hit or +1 AP or something just to kind of offset that GW scared of giving them DACA. And I'm going to want to go on rules for too long. But a lot of Ork players always think of like, I'm going to shoot you and then I'm going to charge you with this buggy and then run you over and keep going. So I'd like to see that implemented a little bit more in rules, and that's how this model looks too. I like the model hanging off the side where he has that crazy looking head and all these weird bits hanging off the side of him. What do you think, David?
Yeah, that was awesome. He was able to use this off yellow. It looks like a pastel yellow. You don't see that often.
No.
I like that. Mix
You're right.
Well
that was
with
a good call.
Blood he splashed over.
Yeah, that was a good call. I don't even know what to call that color, dude. Pastel. Who says that? No, but yeah, that's really sick, dude. What else? Is this a print? As well as the other question, right?
Oh, right.
You're wondering if this is a 3D print. I think this is a 3D print. You guys let me know what you think. I think it's a print. At first, I thought it might have been like a GSC vehicle, but I don't think it is.
I think it resembles the buggies too much or something.
Exactly.
Most likely just a print.
Yeah, so that. Either that, these prints are looking pretty good. Goddamn, right?
Yeah,
Goddamn. And it looks, you know what? This looks like the Gorka Morka truck with a buggy split into one. Now that I've seen the Gorka Morka truck, I remember the guy looks like the same dude on the back of it.
The two guys though?
Yeah, no, but they just, you could print that. You could just model a grot on them, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
That's what it looks like. They took kind of like Gorka Morka truck and then they updated it to a buggy version. Wow. Okay. They're really good. I like this model. Sick model. Sick. He said this guy has so much commentary. The wheels look like Lego wheels. You know what they gotta do though, dude. You got some on point commentary, dude. Okay, William Perry. All right, I got you. I see you, buddy. Keep giving that commentary. Okay, I like that. All right, for now, guys. Shout out to you, Fabs, for even entering stuff, even though you already won. You already got your dice, and you know you're still participating. So I appreciate that you get. But now I will actually unveil the paint competition winner. I will not drag on any longer. Let me double check though, make sure I'm not a liar. All right, okay. I am not a liar. Okay. The next one is the paint competition winner, which is Nagiro. Did I say that wrong? Nagiro? Nagoro. So Nagoro has now done this excellent comic. What the heck do you call this? Someone corrected me in the Discord several times on what this is called. This theme of like it's like comic book art. Someone Jay, you're in the chat, right? Jay, what is that called? All right, so right. Oh, right here. William knew it. Cell shading, exactly. So he did cell shading paint. I do have 2 slides of this so you guys can see. This is a real model because it looks kind of like you think he's made of the picture. Boom. He threw another model on there with the cell shading. He did make it a little bit like a diorama where he has a background, a little stand for it. It says room, obviously. He has little stickers for the Daka Daka. So my boy went all in. This is straight up presentation. My boy's not even trying to really play this as a model necessarily because you can see the stand it's on right now. My boy's ready, diorama, presentation ready, 100% committed to getting this model on display. Yeah, and Jay saying nice airbrush work. Heck yeah. What'd you say?
That extra effort with the Daka Daka.
Dude, those look sick. I love it. I love this model. And I've said several times, guys, since I started this channel, I'm a fan of this cell shading. You know, especially when you can make it work like on an Ork Buggie. It's such a good model to put it on. Or are you saying though that I messed you up?
No, I was just saying that extra effort on the Daka Daka. Actually sticking that on, first off, making it, then sticking it onto your model. We don't want to put this on the table either. Right, because it's so nice. I wouldn't want to ruin it.
No, he said this is he's going for that Borderlands look. And dude, you nailed it. You pulled that off. Excellent. You picked one of the models that people don't see too often, but I love that it has the Molotov dude on the back. You have the Grot on the front looking in turmoil because that's Borderline / Mad Max AF, right? Yeah. You got the nice Evil Sons hand painted on the top of it with the checkered background. Dude, you so nailed this model. There's so many. You had really good, competition in this, but you very much deserved it. Even though everybody in here was really excellent, just because you did do that to go over the top between presentation, the attention, the detail, the freehanding it, the color coordination, the type of art style it is, and of course, just overall. You hit me in the hearts because I like this style. Other people have used it and didn't win competitions before, but this one, he nailed it. You just straight up nailed it, buddy, with the Mad Max model. And then hands down the Speed Boss. Okay, we're getting some consensus from the chat. That's what I like to see, boys. So shout out to Nagoro. Hit me up. Hit us up in the Discord. Give us your information, and let us know what's going on. That way we can send it out to you. Get you your set of Baron of Dice for this month's paint competition entry. That way, y'all can get stuck in some more. So, David, what do you think of this paint competition entry for this month's community stream?
Well, it was a lot of great entries. It was fun seeing everyone's models, especially the more kit bash type ones. So
the competition's getting tougher out here.
Oh yeah,
competition's getting stiffer out here for the gets with the painting. Man, I'm like, shoot, boy, that's hard to pick out here, dude. Yeah, man, I'd be asking for opinions of stuff, guys, from other good painters, because I'm like, gosh, sometimes I'm like, how long would that necessarily take, dude? It's getting good eyes on there. So I take these with a good, eye guys and time to pick the winners, because a lot of you guys do so much work. So thank you very much for that. And of course, stay tuned for more of that. David, do you have anything you want to add or say?
Yeah, I'm just excited to see what the competition is going to raise to once we get our channel dice out, which should be a few more weeks. We're a few weeks out from deadline, and hopefully everything goes smooth and we can start offering that to you guys, because a lot of you guys do like the Baron of dice. Been seeing a lot of people order those. So
dude, I like them. I took them. I got my own set, guys, and I had dice I really liked already, those green ones that I always used for so long. that have Ork logo on them. Just a different company. I'm not even just trying to plug them. I'm saying they're super cool. And then I got a bear and a dice set of dice, and then I took them to the RTT I went to, and I've been using them ever since. Like just casually. I didn't even mean to just give up on my older dice. I just slowly started to use them more often. They're actually pretty nice for checking them out. Hopefully the set we get. I can't wait to get those. And shout out to those gifts that got the objective markers too that were showing them on Discord, dude. That's some love right there. That gave me goosebumps a little bit. I was like, dang, people have it on the table, dude. We rocking out and Orks. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, dude. So thanks to everybody that does that and gets stuck in, you know. So hopefully we can bring you some more good content. Like I said, we're working on the next level of membership, you know, kind of in benefits and such. So let us know more content stuff you'd like to see. We're thinking lore, we're thinking a little bit of unique bat reps or game kind of play or something like that, not simply always tactics. Well, I guess some tactics are involved in that, but you get what I'm saying, like presentation kind of tactics. So David, anything else to add?
No, just be on the lookout, because with all the content we're coming out with, trying to get you the latest and greatest information and tactics so you can crump in your local game store.
Where is Dave's buggy? David, where's your buggy?
So I don't know. Where is my buggy?
I don't know. You grab one. I got all.
I'm gonna pick my buggy right after this stream.
Okay.
Thanks, Will and Perry.
Yeah, thank you, Will and Perry. All right, guys. But there's only one thing to keep in mind after that. Is don't cross a wall, because we knock your teeth out. Whoa.